Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ring Out Podcast. This is a reaction video on how WWE killed the Judgment Day. And I go by the name of Papo Jr. Thank you for clicking on the channel. Hit the like, hit the subscription button, and all that good stuff. Help me build this community, get into the new year. Hope you guys had a happy holidays and Merry Christmas and all that. But this is something I want to get into that I scored upon. Well, I'm subscribed to these guys. SportsKeeda, and yeah, man, because Judgment Day has not been the same ever since the Heart and Soul, which is Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. They were part of the group, and now they disbanded. Has not been the same. Liv Morgan and Raquel being added to the group, no spark, nothing. It has been bland. It does not work. It didn't work at all. The turn when Liv Morgan, did her thing at SummerSlam, won the championship, Dominic turned on Rhea Ripley. That was good. But after that, nah. And I believe that was the only time Dominic and Liv Morgan, they made out. After that was just all Eskimo kisses. They don't look like a real couple kayfabe, because Dom don't even look like he want to be part of this shit anymore, to be honest. He just wants to move on doing other things. He looks like a bored boyfriend to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan just, she's champion, she don't give a shit. Whatever. Daddy Dom and all that. Nobody's buying it, bro. Nobody, probably the little kids are buying. Nobody's buying this shit at all. But SportsKeeda got this video. We want to react to it. Man, I'm not gonna waste your time, man. Let's do this shit.
Has the WWE killed the momentum of the Judgment Day?
Yes.
The Judgment Day were taking over WWE for a minute there, weren't they? A weekly fixture on Monday Night Raw, which they still are since the early 2020s. The group elevated underrated talents that many people thought had a lot of potential and has brought them to the next level. But what now? Yes, our fickle keyboard clicking fingers ask, what now? But in 2024, it's all kind of changed. It seems like the group may actually be on its way out as the year draws to a close. Don't believe us? We'll kind of clue you into this, and maybe you can disagree and just jump down into the comments and tell us how wrong we are. Well, go ahead and do that. You're watching SportsKeeda Wrestling. I'm Kevin Kelm, and today we're going to explain just how WWE may have Judgment Day losing their edge. And we're not talking about that edge. We've made more than...
Oh, they lost that edge. He was the one that created Judgment Day in the first place and added Damian and Rhea Ripley to the group. Then once Finn came in, they kicked Edge out. They had their feud. Hasta la vista, Edge. And hello, Adam Copeland in AEW. But yeah, Liv Morgan, I gotta give her props though. This was a great year for her. I'm not gonna lie to you. She did her thing, playing the heel role, playing the I don't know what kind of role you could, let me know in the comments. But the fact that she played a role great, taking the man away from Rhea, it's like I couldn't say I didn't see Rhea Ripley and Dominic as a kayfabe couple. They never made out, none of that. Dominic was literally Rhea Ripley's little bitch. Seriously. People were like, oh, I'm glad they're together. Like, how they're together? They never made out, none of that. Like, seriously, stop it, bro. You guys live literally in fantasy world, man. Oh, they make a great couple and all that. It's like, the fuck? People really thought Dominic and Rhea Ripley were really dating, bro. Fucking gullible and delusional these people are, man. I'm not throwing shade at the kids. Kids are kids. But you're in your teenage days and you're a full-grown adult, and this is what you thought. I thought they were a real couple. When did you ever see them kiss, made out, not on TV, on social media? The whole time he was Rhea Ripley's little bitch, bro. That ass. And then that Liv Morgan stole him from Rhea. I'm like, Rhea don't give a shit. I mean, you can have him. She don't care. She just want that title belt as it should, as opposed to be. Go after the championship, make that championship fucking important. And that's all it's been about. She don't give a fuck about Dominic. Never did. Well, now I'm not gonna say never did. She did when he was her little bitch, but you know.
In a few videos about the Judgment Day, including one capturing their entire history.
But I gotta give it to Dominic. Dude has evolved, bro. Dude has evolved. I remember when it was just him and his pops, getting his feet wet in the industry. And then when he went to Judgment, they made that turn against his father and all that. I was enjoying it. Had that little attitude, and then you just seeing the evolution of Dominic. Look at him. No facial hair. He had shorter hair, and then his hair got even longer. Had that mullet, looking like Eddie. Got the lone porn star mustache. Like he does a great job. Dominic is doing a great job playing, on his role. For real. I gotta give him props to that. You have to.
You should definitely go check those out. They're pretty good, if we do say so ourselves. But for the sake of context, here's the background on the group that has terrorized Monday at Raw for the better part of the past few years. Edge returning as a mysterious heel in a suit, complete with a new Alter Bridge theme song, introduced a group after WrestleMania 38 back in 2022, enlisting Damian Priest as his muscle after defeating AJ Styles in a match at the Show of Shows. They dubbed themselves the Judgment Day, quickly enlisted Rhea Ripley at Backlash, and set out on a brief reign of terror on the Red brand.
I was excited for that.
Took on a team featuring AJ Styles and two future group members in Finn Balor and Liv Morgan at the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Soon, Balor found himself added to the group, and Edge would be ejected for reasons that supposedly included a plan to make the group more supernatural in a way or another. Stop it right there, WWE. Stop trying to turn everything into they're black and spooky. It's The Undertaker. Balor, Priest, and Ripley then swaggered around Raw like WWE's version of hyenas from The Lion King before enlisting Dominic Mysterio at the Clash of the Castle event where he turned on his father. This began the whole
That was good. I liked it. That
of her being.
I enjoyed these two together though.
Whether you loved it or not, it was insanely popular online.
Very good content right here on social media. The Thanksgiving, the Christmas. Like, it was very enjoyable. Still, Dominic was Rhea's little bitch. That's how I see it. That's how I saw it. But it was enjoyable to watch. Very enjoyable.
Were there and people bought into them. Rhea turned
Valentine's
Dom into a truly dark side figure, and the level of heat
Dominic did his thing.
Nuclear. The version of the team had massive success, this one specifically, and Rhea Ripley became SmackDown Women's Champion in the process. Balor and Priest would capture tag team championships. Priest also had a match with Bad Bunny and won the Money.
Bunny? Why the fuck you said it like that? Bunny ears, bunny rabbit, Bad Bunny. Bunny? The fuck? That was cringe.
In the bank ladder match. While Dirty Dominic defeated Wesley for the NXT North American Championship, Finn Balor even wrestled Edge at a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania 39. The group was riding high and even getting comparisons to iconic past factions like D-Generation X, the New World Order, and the Four Horsemen. That's right, Gen Z, you get your own bad guy group.
Yeah, but they were not better than the Four Horsemen, D-Generation X, and NWO. Hell no. To me, nowhere near that. Gen Z could complain, fight me all they want. Judgment Day was nowhere near that shit. That was a different time, cuz nowadays, you can't have shit like that. How it was back in the day nowadays. People are too soft. Oh, cancel. No, that's too offensive. Fuck off, bro. You soft as hell. But I'm glad we had Judgment Day. This Judgment Day. This is the Judgment Day I enjoyed. Not the one that we have right now. That shit is ass.
They were such a fixture on Monday at Raw at one point, it was becoming like a meme of how much time they would be featured on the TV show. Judgment Day interrupted everyone and seemingly was involved with everybody. The first change in the formula came when the addition of the Irish ace, JD McDonough, a longtime friend of Finn Balor, began hanging out with the group. Initially was rejected, but eventually made a legitimate member in the fold, and presumably gave the group a fall guy who wasn't Dominic Mysterio. This made sense, but around the same time, R-Truth and his comedy stylings were ready to come in
That was fun
and
too.
make a mockery of everything and give the group a little bit of levity since they were taking themselves very seriously. Truth hung around and pretended to be a member of the Judgment Day, even making his own merch to indicate that he was in the group, though he never really was. Yeah, this was bad comedy, straight out of WWE's 24/7 titles.
Bad comedy, but I enjoyed it. 'Cause, you know, I love R-Truth. R-Truth is gold. Like, you cannot hate the dude. You can't. You can't hate the dude. Bad comedy, but like a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure. You know. But are these the things that I will go back and no? WWE has not made television nowadays that you have to go back and watch. Not even the to be honest, for me, not even the Bloodline. Maybe a clip or two. Maybe a clip or two, but not a whole episode. Like what I'm doing right now. Right now, I'm watching the Monday Night Wars with the Nitro and the Attitude Era on WWF. That's something to go back and watch. Stone Cold, The Rock, NWO, and all that shit. DX. Not that. Not to now nowadays. No. For Gen Z, sure. For me, no. None of these. A clip or two. All right, cool.
Segments. I myself found it very, very funny, and live audiences ate it up. But don't worry, the keyboard warriors online want the Judgment Day just to be serious purple black attack. Especially when R-Truth is selling bootleg merchandise of the Judgment Day outside the shows on his own behalf, handing Damian Priest an obnoxiously large wad of cash, much to his delight. Truth and JD went on to have the Miracle on 34th Street fight because WWE loves a pun for the spot of Judgment Day, and JD lost.
Damn.
Not exactly the slick dealing from a group that's supposed to be cool, dark, and heelish, but certainly one that allowed them to have personality. This period also had moments of brilliance, mainly from Rhea Ripley, who got a hero's welcome in Perth, Australia during her main event title match against Nia Jax, while she continued to rise in popularity and become one of the more prominent women in all of WWE. Priest managed to cash in his Money in the Bank contract on Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. Yeah, what a place to do it, with a little help from CM Punk becoming the World Heavyweight Champion for the first time in his career. Then shockingly, they lost Ripley, who suffered a legitimate injury after WrestleMania 40. With an awesome entrance featuring Motionless in White, this led to her vacation from the Women's World Championship scene. Yeah, an impressive world title run, and fans were robbed of a payoff simply through bad luck. She got injured right after the match, and we were going to have a revenge cycle with her and Liv Morgan. Yes, let's enter the Liv Morgan period of the mix here, as she would find her way into the Judgment Day during Rhea Ripley's absence. Her Women's World Championship and her relationship with Dominic Mysterio. Ooh, all of these things. Yeah.
That was enjoyable too.
Now,
I'm not gonna lie.
A member of the group was fighting against them. Rhea Ripley was the star, and now she's
Like,
going to take
just
them
fun
on.
to watch.
Priest would be out of the group next, following his World Heavyweight title loss to Gunther and a subsequent betrayal by Finn Balor at SummerSlam. This marked the departure of the last remaining original member, and suddenly the group was like an old rock band, flying under the same name, but not with, like, the OG lineup.
Look at that.
Band, flying under the same name, but not with, like, the OG.
Street trash, bro. Who would walk around in public with that type of shirt, bro? Street trash. Don't come over here to New York City with that fucking shirt on. Motherfuckers will cut your ass, cuz they will make fun of you walking down fucking 7th Ave, 5th Ave, fucking Flatbush, Bushwick, fucking River Avenue, over there at Flushing, bro, they will cut your ass you wearing that fucking shirt. Fordham Road, over here in Gun Hill, over here in South Bronx, 3rd Ave, yo, they will cut your ass you wearing that shirt. You proud to be street trash, bro? You should sit in the fucking curbside like the rest of them and wait to get picked up. You fucking, like, that is the most dumbest shit I've ever seen them selling, bro.
G lineup. Priest and Ripley would soon form a short-term partnership simply called the Terror Twins and actively fight the Judgment Day. Now, 2 original members from the group were fighting against it. Remind you of the weird NWO Red and Black stuff from WCW? At some point, Carlito was thrown into the group to completely just serve as a supportive, heelish thug.
That Carlito shit.
Not that we've got any particular issues with Carlito, but why? We don't know. What's his connection to the Judgment Day? He just hung out with them for a while, and then he's in the group wearing the Street Trash t-shirt. Carlito helped Bad Bunny in his
This was a great moment.
Priest, which confused things. Yeah, that was just a few months earlier. Then again, Liv Morgan, Finn Balor, and even
then he joins
Mysterio
them.
Have all fought against the group prior to joining.
He looks so out of place there.
It makes sense that Carlito just showed up one day in June of 2024 and never left, mainly voicing his suspicions about Damian Priest before the punishment, yeah, that's Damian Priest, left the group and left it seemingly for good. Priest was actually the one keeping Carlito out of the group, given his history with Bad Bunny and the match and everything there. Good for Damian Priest to defend logic in this situation. The current version of the Judgment Day isn't exactly bad. Just to be clear, before Balor and Judgment Day were World Tag Team Champions at this time of writing, Liv Morgan is the Women's World Champion, Dominic Mysterio is still a Heat Man. The other side of the Alter Bridge is still one of the coolest and most badass atmospheric themes in WWE today. But it doesn't feel like the Judgment Day anymore. It feels like something else. Yet you can't change the name because maybe you would lose the complete momentum. Raquel Rodriguez and her towering, imposing figure is now a current member of the group. She feels more like Liv Morgan's bodyguard than a member of the group, but if she's going to be Liv Morgan's bodyguard, she's in the Judgment Day as a kind of de facto at ringside help. Which sums it all up as a whole. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan could be their own act with Raquel Rodriguez as the muscle. Finn Balor and JD could be their own with Carlito as the muscle. So as sad as it might be, it could be time for WWE to completely split up the group and give them their own identities, new presentations, and lay the whole Judgment Day thing to rest. As long as they don't end up with a Nexus, the core situation. God forbid, the way that broke up was very unfortunate. So Judgment Day would head to the other side, at least for now, until the inevitable reunion, because, you know, that's something that happens. Likely some variation of Rhea, Priest, Balor, Dom lineup, because WWE loves a nostalgia pop, and they love nostalgia merch. Yeah, even more. And guess what? WWE fans love that nostalgia pop, because that's why those things...
That's a, for Judgment, that's a Gen Z shit. Me, I don't mind, but I'm not gonna think, oh, I'm gonna buy their merch. Oh my god, they're back together. No, not for me.
Get big pops and sells out of
But
merch.
it will be cool though.
We've seen it before with DX, the NWO, BWO, LWO, the Hart Foundation.
That LWO shit gotta go, bro. Y'all gotta let that shit go, bro. I know that was a brand, you know, I should sell merch there too for the Latinos out there. I'm one of them, but I didn't buy a shirt. Lose a world order, bro. That's what I see.
Evolution 2014, The Shield, the OC, even the Spirit Squad for a little bit back there in 2016. The Judgment Day would just be the latest group on that list. This is the cycle of wrestling and WWE's non-stop first run episodes every single week. Yeah, simply the machine will chew some up and discard some others. But this is one that's kind of sticking around, but maybe it's lost its flavor. See what we're saying here? Have they already achieved their full potential? We would say so. Granted, they were never the biggest group of their era, thanks to the Bloodline being over on the other show, but it's quite unfair to make the comparison. While the Bloodline was focused on lineage and culture and generational storytelling, the Judgment Day were a different thing entirely. They were simply a group underrated. That's what they were built on. Underrated mid-card talents who seemingly were thrown together with the mission of elevating themselves out of spite and resistance and revenge and bitterness towards everyone else. And despite this, they went on to be a fixture of Monday Night Raw. The group made Priest into a world champion. It made Dominic the most hated man on the roster. It turned Rhea Ripley into a mainstream pop culture icon. The group arguably did better than anybody first expected and probably could have gone on longer. But hey, we welcome change, because the variety of things in WWE is the spice of life. And that's it for this one. Do you agree? Do you think WWE could have somehow, unfortunately along the way, killed the momentum of the Judgment Day?
Yeah, they did, bro. They did kill the momentum. It's not the same anymore, especially with Liv, Raquel, Carlito. I think like with JD, I think starting with JD, that's where everything just started going. You know? But I'm not gonna throw shade at Liv because Liv has been having a great year. She's been doing her thing, and I'm happy for her. I was one of those people that was like, Liv Morgan as a champion, and I'm glad that she proved me wrong, man. I'm really did. I'm one of those people. I'm a express how I feel about things, and if you prove me wrong and it came out great and it became a positive thing, then I'm gonna congratulate you on it, and I will admit to be wrong, and I'm not afraid to admit it, man. Liv Morgan, she did her thing. I just don't like her mics. When she speaks on the mic, ugh. But you still gotta hear her out, though. You still gotta hear her out. Improved even way more in the ring. You know, I could watch her wrestle, not like before. And yeah, man, Dominic, same thing, improved. You know, characterize, in ring wise. People still don't let him speak on the mic. I don't know when that shit's gonna die down, because I would love to hear actually Dominic give out a promo on the mic in the ring, you know, but the fucking people won't let it happen. So like that shit's getting old, bro. But that is still good heat, which is a great thing in pro wrestling. I prefer Finn Balor as a solo. Go back being a solo. Maybe he needs JD. So keep JD and Finn Balor together, you know, not as a tag team, but still Finn Balor as a singles. JD could be his little backup, whatever. And Carlito, I don't fucking know, bro. I don't really give a shit no more. But ladies and gentlemen, that's how WWE killed the Judgment Day. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you agree or disagree with my opinions, let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you got to say, what your opinions, what are your thoughts about WWE killing the Judgment Day. If they did, if they didn't, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Help me out here. Let's build this community. Be part of the, I don't get the, be part of the be part of the Ring Out podcast family. ROP fam. ROP fan, y'all like that? Y'all rock with it? Let me know in the comments, bro. I'm trying to build the community. 2025 around the corner. Hopefully, you know, keeping faith, keeping, you know, confident. Confident. I'm gonna work hard to reach out to other people. Hopefully they click on the shit. And yeah, man. If you're one of the first ones to be there, my day ones, I would love some day ones, bro. I'll be amazing. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you and
goodbye. Mwah, and good night, bang.
oh love.